When Evelyn was 72, her evenings had settled into a predictable rhythm. She would make a cup of tea, slip into her robe, watch an hour of television, and then climb into bed with her phone. Scrolling, reading news headlines, and sometimes checking her blood pressure late at night became routine. She thought nothing of it. After all, it was just part of winding down. But one autumn morning, her friend Irene called with frightening news. A neighbor, a healthy 70-year-old man, had suffered a stroke in his sleep. The doctors said it wasn't just bad luck, Irene whispered. They think it was his nighttime habits. That phrase clung to Evelyn's thoughts. Nighttime habits. She began wondering what she did before bed that might carry risks. She started researching, asking questions at her community center, and listening closely at her doctor's appointments. What she learned unsettled her. Seniors who carried certain bedtime habits weren't just harming their sleep, they were multiplying their stroke risk, sometimes by as much as 3 times. The first danger was going to bed immediately after a heavy meal. Evelyn often ate late, telling herself she'd earned dessert at 9 o'clock, but digesting rich food while lying down increased blood pressure fluctuations and worsened reflux. Doctors explained that for seniors who already had stiffer arteries, this could contribute to nighttime hypertension, an invisible culprit linked strongly to stroke. From that week on, she shifted dinner earlier and saved only a small snack for later. She was surprised how much lighter she felt. The second risky habit was lying flat right after drinking alcohol. Evelyn rarely drank, but her neighbor George enjoyed a nightcap of whiskey. One evening at their community gathering, he mentioned waking dizzy at dawn. The group's visiting nurse explained that alcohol before bed dehydrated the body, thickened the blood, and caused irregular heart rhythms, each one a stepping stone toward stroke. George laughed nervously, but within days he cut out his nightcap. Evelyn silently vowed never to pick up the habit. The third danger came from late-night screen use. Evelyn had long scrolled her phone before sleep, thinking it helped her relax. But she read that blue light disrupted melatonin, keeping the nervous system on high alert. Worse, the late-night stress from news or arguments online spiked cortisol and blood pressure. The brain never fully powers down, her doctor told her, and that nighttime strain raises vascular risk. That night, she left her phone charging in the kitchen and picked up a paperback instead. The silence in her room was startling, but she drifted to sleep faster. Another silent risk was going to bed without hydrating properly. Many seniors avoided water in the evening for fear of nighttime trips to the bathroom. Evelyn did the same, sipping almost nothing after dinner, yet dehydration thickened the blood, making clots more likely. Doctors recommended a balance, a small glass of water an hour before bed, enough to keep circulation smooth, but not so much to disrupt sleep. Evelyn tested it and discovered she could drink moderately without waking too often. There was also the habit of ignoring blood pressure medication timing. Some seniors took pills whenever they remembered, often skipping doses at night. But research showed uncontrolled nighttime blood pressure spikes were a hidden driver of strokes. Evelyn's doctor emphasized consistency. From then on, she set a reminder to take her pill after dinner, never right before bed, giving her body time to adjust. Finally, there was falling asleep in the wrong position. Evelyn had always curled on her side, but she learned that sleeping flat on the back, especially for those with sleep apnea or snoring, could starve the brain of oxygen through the night. Interrupted breathing increased stroke risk dramatically. Her daughter urged her to try a body pillow that kept her comfortably on her side. She was skeptical, but within a week she woke clearer and more rested. As Evelyn pieced these lessons together, she realized how small choices stacked up into enormous consequences. She wasn't alone. Many of her friends carried the same habits without realizing the risks. At their next community gathering, she shared what she'd learned. Don't eat big dinners late, she began. Avoid alcohol before bed. Put away the phones. Drink a little water, not none. Take your medicine on time. And if you snore, don't sleep flat on your back. The room grew quiet. Irene leaned forward. Are you saying all that could prevent strokes? It doesn't make us invincible, Evelyn admitted. But it lowers the risk by a lot. They say some habits can triple our chances of a stroke if we keep doing them. Why take that chance? From then on, small changes rippled through their circle of friends. George gave up his whiskey at night and replaced it with chamomile tea. Irene moved her dinner earlier and discovered she slept better. Another neighbor ordered a humidifier, finding that breathing more easily at night calmed her blood pressure. Evelyn herself relished evenings without her glowing phone screen. She even began writing in a notebook before bed, listing 3 good things about her day. Months passed, and the group noticed subtle shifts: more energy, clearer mornings, fewer nights of restless coughing or headaches. No one claimed perfection, but everyone agreed. The risks they had ignored no longer ruled them. One spring afternoon, Evelyn met her doctor for a follow-up. Her blood pressure was steady, her sleep improved. The doctor smiled. "Whatever you're doing, keep it up." As she walked home, Evelyn thought about how fragile life could be after 60. Stroke was not only a medical event, but also a thief of independence, of mobility, of confidence. Yet here she was, holding on to her freedom with small, mindful steps each evening. That night, she brewed her tea, turned off the television, and set her phone aside. She read until her eyes grew heavy, drank her small glass of water, and settled onto her side with the body pillow supporting her. She felt the steady beat of her heart, grateful for its rhythm. Aging, she realized, wasn't about avoiding every danger. It was about paying attention, protecting what mattered, and refusing to hand over her health to habits that could so easily be changed. And as she drifted to sleep, she knew she had done her part to guard tomorrow. Word count 11:05,